Welcome back to Ain't for the Weak Talk Show. This part 367. Now today I'm just going to be talking about, instead of getting mad and, instead of getting frustrated, instead of, getting mad at the world, turn it out, turn all that pain and all that energy into knocking your goals down. Turn all that into, doing better things. Turn all that negativity into positivity. See what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, instead of all them negative thoughts and all that, try to switch it to positive thoughts. Instead of you like, oh man, this ain't gonna work out, say, what if it work out? Instead of saying, oh man, I got fired and all of that, say what God trying to get me to understand. Instead of that relationship not working, instead of those things going bad, say, man, what God got, what God really forming for me. See what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that because sometimes it be the negativity in our mind that control our day. Meaning that if we thinking negative, one negative thought can mess up your whole positive day. You was thinking positive all day, then one negative thought, now you start to second guess yourself, neglect every positive thing that was going into your mind. You see what I'm saying? You got to think like that. And also you got to understand what you put into your soul, what you put into your ears, what company you keep around with the energy and all that matters as far as your day, man, as far as how your day turning out, as far as that, your surroundings and your environment matter, man. You just got to take heed of all of that, And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that because it's like, we be getting down on ourselves. For example, me, I'm a type of person that's hard on myself. I can go hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and still feel like I ain't do enough, So it's just staying focused, man, because understanding if you're a person like me, for example, knowing that, ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing, ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You see what I'm saying? You gonna get out there, you gonna grind every day for it, you gonna work hard for it. See what I'm saying? You gonna become more, self, you see what I'm saying, observing. You'll be more self, you see what I'm saying, reflecting, because you understanding the principles of what's going on for real, But not to throw nobody off, it's just staying focused, man, and turning all of that negativity into positivity, man. Instead of telling the person, hey, man, that ain't going to work out. Tell them, look, bro, that's going to work out. Look, sis, that's going to work out. Keep on pushing, because what's happening is you sending that positive energy back around and it's coming back to you. Rather than you hang with people all day that's telling us when they want to hurt people and they want to see somebody do this. And, oh, I don't think they going to do this. And, oh, why they got to do this? And, oh, negative people brings negative energy around to you. It ain't nothing you can do. All of it is real, man. It's all about aligning, man. Aligning to what God wants you to do. At the end of the day, that's all life is about, aligning to your purpose. So why would you want to be negative, for example, knowing that God is positive and knowing that every blessing that you're going to get is going to be positive? So why would you,